I'm Dr. Gav Schneider. Let's talk about some of the tools that we can use to enable effective information transfer, communication, and outcomes. Two of those tools which come out of the world of psychology are the tools of priming and framing. Priming is around how we prepare people to receive our message. So if you've ever been to a meeting that you really didn't want to go to, but as you walk into that meeting, you look at the table in the room and there's donuts and coffee and you think to yourself, that's going to be okay. So that's a good example of priming in practice, where we're using the environment, our senses, and other aspects to stimulate a positive focus on what we're going to be doing. You could do this in many ways. We can negatively prime, positively prime, but realistically, if we've done a good job with priming, we enhance our influence capability and our ability to get people to understand better and potentially collaborate more effectively, but equally to make good aligned decisions in an effective way. Framing, on the other hand, is the way we structure the message and the way we position the message itself. So where priming is the part we do beforehand, framing is the part that we do when we're delivering our message. The more effectively I can frame my message in a way that the audience understands, the more likely I am to get a good outcome. So in a fast-moving world where collaboration and leveraging the knowledge and skills of others is really important, the ability to use priming and framing as tools becomes very useful. There is one caveat though, and you need to be very careful with this. The tools that are used in priming and framing can often fall into a category of manipulation as opposed to influence, and we need to be very careful. The big difference between that is my intent. If my intent is to get the best possible outcome for you, for me, for our team, for our organization, and I'm conscious of all of those variables, likely I can manage the risk of being accused of manipulating as opposed to influencing. If my intent is to only do what's good for me and I don't really care about you or the organization, trust can be eroded very quickly, which, while you might get a short-term win, will certainly destabilize and minimize high performance over the long term. Getting good at the tools of priming and framing is important for anybody who wants to be able to lead, follow well, and enable great informed decision making as an outcome.